Hey guys, it's kind of a random video that I thought I would do for you today. I'm going to be changing the oil in my truck. This is a 2002 Toyota Tacoma. I've had this truck since literally of December of 2001 actually is when I bought it. Been a great truck. Got over 300,000 miles. I'll show you here in just a minute. And all I'm going to be doing in this video is basically changing the oil, talking about a couple of the things that I do, why I do them, and that sort of thing. There you go, guys. You can see that we have quite a few miles on this truck. One of the big things that will help your vehicles to last longer is, of course, doing the regular maintenance, keeping the oil changed, that sort of thing. Just trying to take care of them. There's no guarantee that any vehicle is going to go as long as mine has so far. I hope mine goes for many more miles. But the better that you take care of them, obviously, the longer they're going to last you. For this truck, ever since I've had it, I have used synthetic oil. My first oil change, first time that I did my oil change after I bought it, I went with synthetic immediately. And there's a ton of videos out there as far as why synthetic oil is better, but if you really want to know for yourself, take a quart of a synthetic oil and a quart of a conventional oil, put them in a freezer overnight, and simply you get up the next morning and see which one pours the easiest, and you'll see pretty quickly exactly why I like a synthetic oil. Well, one of many reasons. Now, this truck originally came with 5W20 in it, but now that we are in excess of 300,000 miles, I stepped it up a little bit to the 5W30. There are a lot of people that may think that that's a good idea, bad idea. You know, that kind of mileage, that kind of wear on an engine, I think that it's fine. You know, and I hope to have many more years of service out of this engine. And another thing that I do is I use the Knn Oil Filters. The reason that I use these oil filters is right here. This nut makes it so much easier to change the filter on this truck. Now, I used the Toyota filters, and for you guys that have a truck like this, you know that sometimes if you get that filter on just a little bit too tight, you don't really have a lot of room in there to get a wrench or anything like that to spin it off. So the Knn with that nut right on top of it helps quite a bit. It makes it that much easier. It's worth spending an extra couple of bucks for this filter. And I will put a link down in the description below to Amazon to where you can buy this exact filter. And I will warn you, for some reason Amazon, if you use the automotive parts finder tool that they offer, says that this filter does not work. Sometimes it'll say that it does not work. Sometimes it'll say that it does. I do not know why it does that. This is the filter that I have been ordering from them for a good long time. You can see the part number right there, and it is worked fine. And again, I will put the link down in the description below if you are looking for these filters, as well as a couple other things. You know, if you buy your oil online, I'll drop a link down there for some oil also. The oil plug on these takes a 9/16 wrench. For any of you guys out there, if you're getting ready to change your oil and are just curious what size wrench it is, instead of crawling underneath here for 3 or 4, just a good 9/16 should do it. And whenever you put your oil plug on, you want to make sure that you don't over tighten it. It makes it that much easier when you go to change it the next time. You can see that it was just a little bit snug, and I promise that I did not over tighten it. Yeah, and I know some of you guys out there are going to say I should be wearing rubber gloves, but you'll see in just a second. If you get the oil plug out, then just get your hand out of the way. You're not really going to get oil all over your hand, just like that. Very little, not much. Wipe right off. So we're going to let that drain, and then we're also going to get the filter changed as well. While that's still draining, I just thought I would show you all the location of that oil filter. You can see it right there. And, you know, they're not really crammed in there the way that a lot of other vehicles have them. But if you've ever tried to put a wrench on or a strap wrench on these filters, and you can see you do not have much room to turn them. So that's one of the main reasons why I like the Knn filter, just because of that nut that's on the bottom of it. You take a crescent wrench or a socket and spin them off with no problem whatsoever. Guys, I've got my wrench on the oil filter, and all it takes is just about a quarter turn, or a little less than that. That's about all I can get in here with it. But once I have that just loosened slightly, I don't have any trouble just spinning it off. And what I try to do is just give it a quick spin and get my hand out of the way, just to keep the oil from going all over my hand. Just let the filter fall right down into the pan, and just like that, let it drain out. A little bit of oil in my hand, but no big deal. I've got a new filter here. I'm just slipping it up into position. Try not to get anything, any kind of dirt or anything, into your new filter. Always be sure to wipe just a little bit of oil around the O-ring. I didn't show that on video, but I'm just trying to get this done. And you do not want to over tighten your filters. That's the biggest mistake that some people make. I like to just put them hand tight, and not even all the way hand tight. Just, you know, real good and snug, just enough to where they do not come out. Because as you're driving, between your changes, if you've done this for any amount of time, you know that those filters are eventually going to tighten up on their own. And that's, you know, one of the reasons why that I love that nut, for when they do. It makes it that much easier just to spin those filters off. If they're a little tight, you can't get them with your hands, take a socket or a wrench and they'll spin right off. The different strap wrenches out there that I've had, I've just never had real good luck out of them. I just do not get enough turning distance to be able to move that filter as far as I'd like it, to be able to free it up enough. But these work pretty good. Sound like a sales pitch for the Knn filters, but you know, they're just a real good time saver for me. We're just about drained out, and I'm gonna give it a few more minutes to drip, and then I'll put the oil plug back in and fill it back up with oil. Be sure to wipe off around your oil plug before you put it back in, and again, do not over tighten these. It's absolutely a horrible feeling to strip the threads on an oil pan, and it will cost you a whole lot more money than you had originally intended to spend. So I just like to snug them up, and I may just, once I get them snugged, I may just loosen it back up and then re-snug it, and that's about it. Do not over tighten them. You will be very upset with yourself if you do. Now we're ready to refill the engine with fresh oil. Here we are with my super fancy oil funnel. I'm sure that many of you guys use this type of funnel out there. And I'll generally keep my spare quart rotated. Like, I buy the 5-quart jugs, and then I will rotate the quart that I keep as a spare, using it first, and then having the new one that I bought as my spare. These engines hold 6 quarts, of course. I'm not sure the exact spec in it. It's always put like 6 quarts. It may be like 5 point whatever, but 6 quarts is what I run in this. I've already wiped this dipstick off. I like to pull it out, check my oil level. You can see it is right where it needs to be, maybe just a little bit over, not bad. But again, I have not started the engine yet. And as soon as I start the engine and it gets to circulating through, that oil level, every time that I've done it, has always fallen right back into where it's supposed to be. Guys, here's the moment of truth. So far so good. I got a few other things to do. Check my belts. You heard the belt squealing just a little bit. I need to check those and tighten them up just a little bit. Check the rest of my fluids and clean off my battery posts. I noticed they've got some corrosion on them. And anyways guys, just a random video. If you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Really got to wash this thing also. That's what happens when you live where I do. But anyways guys, if you're interested in the oil filter, if you're looking for a good oil filter for these, down in the description is a link to the ones that I use. I appreciate it if you check it out. Anyways guys, thanks for watching.